Virgo, what up though family, and welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message today for the sign of Virgo, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have a 6th house as part of our birth charts. We all deal with Virgo energy in one way or another in our realities. Time and energy are fluid as well, so take what resonates today here in this message. Leave the rest for someone else, and these messages are timeless as well. So whenever you find yourself here, there will be a message here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you. And ultimately, these messages are intended to help bring us into alignment with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with, the best versions of ourselves and the best version of our lives. And really just to confirm what most of us already know, right? We're all intuitive. We all have gifts and abilities, and hopefully these messages can just, kind of it's like that stamp from spirit, like, I knew it, right? Virgo, tapping into your energy today, I use the Moonology deck along with the Shaman's Dream Oracle to catch the vibe and see kind of what spirit was wanting to bring through for you. And wow, it's going to be a message today. I know that within the next week or two, we're going to have this eclipse in Virgo. I think it's going to be a full moon eclipse in your sign. We have the South Node going through your sign right now. So, regardless of where that, Virgo sits in your chart for Virgo risings, this is all going to be happening over your first house. But depending on where you have Virgo in your chart and what house that has to do with, that's kind of what area of your life will be hit by this eclipse, so to speak. It'll be affected by this full moon eclipse. And also, the ruler of Virgo, Mercury, I think the day after the eclipse is going to go retrograde. We have Venus retrograde as well. This energy's been coming through really heavy in the collective, and it's here for you as well. So let's kind of run through these cards. There's a lot here, and we'll break it down as we go, and then we'll jump into the tarot. But the very first card to come through for you today, Virgo, and this is, I feel like, been happening for all the signs, was the South Node card. And I believe this happened in Taurus message as well. And this card says, do not let your past hold you back. So with the South Node going through your sign right now, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of karmic kind of clearing and a lot of closing the doors on old chapters and old situations. And these eclipses that are coming up are probably just going to help that energy out a little bit, because the next card you got was the full moon in Aries, I believe, right? Yep. A fiery climax approaches. And then you got the full moon as well, which says surrender to the divine. So I want to say as well, almost all of the Moonology cards that came out for you, Virgo, are all full moon energies, which has to do with big emotions, with things being illuminated, with things coming to fruition, coming to an end. So we have South Node, don't let your past hold you back. We have a fiery climax approaches and surrender to the divine. Then a couple cards flew out, and they kind of flew out over to the side. So I'm taking this as kind of a side note, and I feel like this is going to resonate differently for everyone. But we have, it's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio card. Then we have the void, of course, moon, which says nothing will come of this situation. And then we got the full moon in Libra as well, and it says a win-win outcome is forecast. So the message I got from this is Virgo, if you've been like stressing about something, or if you've been dealing with something that's been a little bit difficult to deal with, I feel like this was kind of a message from Spirit, like, yo, Virgo, you're going to be straight. Everything's going to be fine. Everybody wins in this situation. It may not feel like that, or it may not look like that right now, but I really feel like the divine is asking you to kind of let whatever this may be go to them. Kind of surrendering, letting it like, all right, divine, I trust you. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm not going to stress about this. I'm not going to overthink. I'm not going to worry myself to death, right? Spirit's like, you're going to be good, right? Nothing's going to come of this situation, and it's going to be considered a win. So there's a victory out here. It feels like it's an intense one, and I feel it kind of building up. But then, I like to take the bottom cards as kind of the underlying energy here. And for you, you got the full moon in Pisces, right? So with the south node going through your sign, that means that the north node is opposite of that in Pisces right now. And this says balance spirituality and practicality. And I've been saying this in all of the collective readings, but I think that a big part of this south node in Virgo, north node in Pisces energy is very spiritual in nature. I think it is going to help us clear patterns, habits, routines, thought patterns that are no longer serving us on our path. And I think it's going to help us to incorporate our spiritual path and our spiritual journey into our everyday routine. It's also going to be a time to really overlook our spiritual beliefs, our spiritual practice, right? And kind of work new things in and really ask ourselves, how is my spiritual practice and how are my spiritual beliefs benefiting me? How are they helping me on my journey? Are they helping me to grow? Are they helping me to heal? Are they helping me to become a more compassionate and loving person? Are they helping me to integrate and incorporate my shadow and the repressed parts of myself? Are they helping me to forgive, right? And this next year and a half, 2 years is really going to be a time where I think we're all as a collective really looking into those things and kind of coming into new ways of doing things, new beliefs, new gifts and abilities coming online with that north node in Pisces. And so I feel like there's kind of it's a very beautiful clearing, I think, is happening for Virgo right now. So you can kind of like step into this next chapter, this next cycle of your journey. So what came out in the Shaman's dream, the very first card was the Horseman, which is the herald of change. This card always gives me like 555 energy, so maybe some of you are seeing 555. This is major shifts and major changes on like a spiritual level. That means whatever shifts and changes that you're going through are really going to affect you down to your soul in the best way, right? It's like whatever's taking place is changing my life. It's changing me on the deepest level. It's changing the trajectory of my life. And then that was followed by the eye of the needle. And I'm not sure how many of you, if any of you, have ever, sewn or tried to thread a needle, but it's not the easiest thing to do, right? First and foremost, it takes concentration. But then it's like, you ever see those little straggler pieces of thread, right? You have to kind of get everything in alignment in order to get that thread through the eye of that needle. So this is a message of basically anything unaligned must go, and this is really a time to concentrate. With confirmation from Spirit back there, it's like it's really time to concentrate on you, Virgo, on where you're going, on what you're doing, on your own healing, and on your own path and journey at this time. And anything that's kind of making it difficult for you to make it through, we'll say the eye of this needle is this eclipse portal, right? Anything that's kind of making it difficult for you to get through this portal portal, or that you know deep down is not coming with you through this portal. It's like, this is where we're going to be releasing. We're going to be kind of setting ourselves free, cutting ourselves free, however you want to say it, and however it's kind of playing out and happening for you. The last card in the Shaman's Dream to come through for you is the Moon Maiden, one of my favorite cards in this deck, and it is all about new beginnings. I also just saw 956 on the clock, so maybe some of you are seeing 9s and 6s, 659, 956. That may have some relevance, or it holds some significance to somebody watching. And the underlying energy here in the Shaman's Dream is the lost compass, getting back to integrity. And right under that, I'm being shown that this is important as well with the Sky Bridge, possibility for union. With that said, I think it's going to be important for Virgos to really root down into your self-care practice right now, your spiritual practice, to clean off that altar, to get back into doing your yoga or your healthy diet or your worship or praise or whatever it may be, whatever spirituality looks like for you. Maybe for some of you it's making art and making music, or working on your projects or whatever it may be. But I think this is the time to really anchor yourself into basically your own world. I'm feeling hermit vibes, which is your card in the tarot, number 9, right? As we're in a 9 year, we're wrapping things up and we're getting ready for these new beginnings. It's like, let's get in our own world. Let's get all of this craziness and all of this stuff out onto paper or into art or into sound, into music, into poetry, whatever it may be, so we can rock and roll, my babies, and step into this new world. So with that, it feels like some big energy. I know it's kind of all over the place. I think that's just the nature of the times. So hopefully some of this makes sense to you. But with that, I'm going to say a quick prayer and we're going to dive right into the tarot. Virgo, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank y'all for y'all patience as I've been in the midst of kind of shifting gears, getting a lot ready to present and shift with the channel and with the collective as well. So thank you for your patience. Hopefully you can see me well. Hopefully everything's looking all right, as I am kind of trying to get used to some new equipment over here on my end as well. So that's been part of the shifting and changing and learning curve on my end. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for being here in this space with your boy. Let us pray. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages for my Virgo family today, for our highest good, anything we need to hear or know, any messages that'll bring us clarity and confirmation, healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will empower the Virgo collective and help us align with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives, and of course, above all of that, any messages that will help the collective align with the highest divine will for our journeys through this lifetime will be truly, greatly appreciated. All praise and glory to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Ashe. I'm being guided to grab a card from this Wisdom of Hafiz. And as I pick up the deck, I felt this wave of this energy hit me. I'm still going to grab one from this deck, but this is asking us to embrace stillness. Now, that does not mean we have to stop moving and just pause. This is bringing through an inner stillness, an inner silence. So like I said, for those of you that do art, that do yoga, that do music, that do, whatever it may be, I'm seeing some of you actually This is random, I know, but somebody gathers things from the wilderness and you make like, I don't know, collages or art, or like you put things together with that. I'm seeing some of you even making like spell jars, protection jars, and things of that nature. So whatever it is that you do, get into it. Bring yourself into that stillness, into that silence, Virgo, because I feel like it's almost like this energy where we're being called into a huddle with the divine, if that makes sense. So let's see what comes through in this. Then we'll grab a theme with the double major, and then we will be in it to win it. Y'all, I'm being called to grab one more, but the card that flew out is release and let go. Wow. Release and let go, followed by embrace your magnificence. Hare Krishna. Every time I see a peacock, I am reminded of our sweet Lord, of the Most High, of the divine. What I feel from this, though, is this is really a period of getting in touch with parts of yourself, Virgo, that I feel you may have been buried, that you may have forgotten about, that you may have had to kind of put on the back burner in order to do this, that, and the third, and in order to get the work done and to make sure everything's in order. You know how we Virgos get down, right? This feels like getting in touch with that part of you that just wants to come out and shine. On the bottom of this deck here, it says study to know yourself. And I think that is where this, look at this dance. Some of you are dancers. But I think that's where this energy of stillness is coming through. It's like, yo, let's get into that silence and get in touch with the beauty, with that spark of divinity that we are at this time. Let's let go of the need to control. Let's let go of the need to have to know every single detail. And let's take part in this beautiful cosmic dance. So we got Krishna coming through, we got Shiva coming through. Some of you may be, working with those energies, or that may be the way you worship. So for those of you that message is for, you already know it. Let's grab a theme from the double major and jump into this message. What's the theme of Virgo's message? My lips crusty as hell right now. I lost my chapstick too, y'all. Sorry. We in it. We in it. We in the trenches right now. Go figure out my Virgo reading too. Y'all are like, man, fix them lips, duh. All right, what's the theme? Yeah, right, Virgo. What y'all got going on? Ooh-wee, I see it. Virgo, you have grown so much, and you really are stepping into a chapter of victory and abundance. Family, this is going to be about staying grounded right now, and it is going to be about incorporating your dark and your light, your human and your divinity. I feel like all of these pieces of you are coming together. It's almost like this energy of like a transformer, right? Where you're like shifting into your true form, the next level of your form here. Chariot here, though, I just want to show you that the version of the Chariot that came out, we have the lion chilling. So yes, the Chariot is about victory. I just also saw 848. That may be significant to somebody. Angel number mirroring number 848. So some of you are maybe moving. maybe shifting careers, or really stepping into a period of like big abundance, of big wealth, of success in your reality as well. And with that being said, regardless of like what's going on in your world, the lion is big chilling right now. We are in that chariot on our way to victory, but it looks like there's a bit of a divine pause coming through. Maybe some of you have Leo in your chart, prominent Leo placements in your chart. Maybe for some of you this is like fifth house stuff coming through. I don't know, you know, because it's obviously coming through for a reason, which is all about your creativity. It's about joy. It's the energy of children, maybe something having to do with your children. Maybe some of you have a Leo child, or you're dealing with a Leo in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But I really think this is just about having fun, like that dance card, like this unleashing of your own inner child after all of the healing and all of the work that you've done, and after everything you've been through. So that's beautiful to see, especially because on the bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups, which is this energy of emotional and spiritual maturity and growth. It is the energy of being able to bring this inner stillness and inner calm amidst any type of storm or chaos that you may be experiencing without or around you as well. So I think this speaks to your growth, your spiritual growth, your emotional growth as well here, Virgo. So let's dive into this tarot and see what we can see. As I pick up the Mind's Eye Tarot deck, which is what we're going to start with, I see the Wheel of Fortune here. Sorry, getting used to these notifications on this new camera. Hopefully everything is everything. Looks like we're still recording. Alright, so the Wheel of Fortune, though, there's that 555 energy again there, and this is definitely 10 of Cups falling out. This definitely things, the wheel turning in your favor, and I do think you're stepping into a beautiful chapter of joy, Virgo. Okay. What is Virgo's energy, please, Spirit? Just give me 1 second, Virgo. Sorry about that, Virgo. I just want to make sure this camera doesn't like cut us off as I'm in the middle of shuffling or whatever. So we're going to get into your energy, and then we will see where Spirit wants to take us from there. So what is Virgo's energy? Spirit, please. It's Virgo's energy. There's a lot of cards wanting to jump out for you today, y'all. Do we take all these? Man. I feel like some of you are kind of in the midst of a release and a healing. I feel like some of you are gaining a lot of clarity, and you're possibly being guided to like maybe leave some people or different situations behind. The way that those cards just flew out, what I saw, for some of you, it could possibly be a romantic relationship that's like not really working anymore, and you're kind of being called in a new direction. For others, there's something with, family, friends, maybe neighbors or coworkers, the people that are like in your immediate reality, where you're being called to either like separate yourself from these people or these situations, or to possibly even release some type of emotional energy that you're holding on to from or through a situation with somebody around you. But let's see, we have the 8 of Cups, we have the 10 of Swords here. So I'm seeing, let's see what else comes out. But there's this ending here, right? And the 10 of Swords, that's a lot of pain, that's a lot of hurt. The 8 of Cups would be about, it's like Chariot is the theme of your reading. What are we holding on to, or what are we being called to let go of, Virgo, in order to feel lighter, in order to move toward something that is going to bring true joy? Whether it is a romantic relationship, whether it is some type of family or work situation, some type of living situation, I feel like this eclipse is kind of highlighting this ending or this release for you. Let's see what comes out with this though, okay? Because you also, again, have this energy of celebration out here. So I almost feel this energy of like, Virgo, can you celebrate and trust the universe at this time? Even though things may be a bit uncertain or unsure or a bit shaky or a bit turbulent, and there may be some things ending. There may be, but with every ending, there's a new beginning, right? With every door that we close, 3 more doors open up for us here on this journey. So let's get a little deeper. What's going on with Virgo, please, Spirit? Okay, so a card flipped over. It didn't come out though. That card was the Page of Wands, which to me feels like a spark within you, something that you haven't let out yet. So like an idea, a new passion, a new drive, something that is kind of igniting within you, Virgo, that I think is wanting to come out in some capacity. We have the Queen of Swords, the Empress with the 7 of Wands. So I do see things are chaotic for you, and then there's that High Priestess on the bottom. So underlying that is this energy of you getting this guidance from Spirit, getting these downloads, very in tune, maybe messages coming through in your dreams, and you're definitely seeing the signs and synchronicities right now. I'm seeing 828 with the Queen of Swords, 7 of Wands, and the Empress. This 7 of Wands is Mars in Leo energy. Mars, right? The god of war. Leo, to me, is like our heart space. Mars in Leo energy with the 7 of Wands is like, regardless of what's going on, the chaos, the conflict, the competition, the turbulence, I'm right here. And I'm holding that line and I'm standing my ground. This is what I want, period. Regardless of what's combating that, regardless of what's in the way of that. And it doesn't mean that we have to go about getting to that in any type of way where it's like we're just pushing and, you know, bullying and kind of thrashing our way through. But it does carry this element of like, no, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I'm doing, this is what my heart is saying, period. And so with the Queen of Swords and the Empress, this may have to do with maybe having conversations or making certain decisions that you have to kind of emotionally distance yourself from a bit in order to make the decision that is going to truly honor your soul, that is going to truly honor your abundance and this beautiful life that I think you are being led to at this time. Whatever downloads, whatever guidance is coming through for you right now, you guys, I see mad angels literally surrounding you right now, Virgo, and they're trying to get you to this place of the Empress. So I think this is also about kind of carefully and gracefully navigating these energies that I know can be super intense. Y'all already know I have prominent Virgo placements in my chart as well, with these and Pisces placements as well. So with these nodes being on that axis and everything, and with these eclipses happening here, it's a lot, right? But it's about that cosmic dance. It's about being in flow with that and being able to gracefully navigate this stuff while simultaneously holding it down for ourselves, for our heart, for our truth, for our authenticity, for our inner child, right? So let's look into the crossing energies. What energies are crossing Virgo right now? This is what's helping us, what's hindering us. Y'all, that's way too many. I think there's just a lot going on. We have the Two of Swords, though, the Five of Swords, some type of betrayal, some type of fight, some type of ending. And I think this is just, I think there's so much coming out because there's a lot of different Virgos going through a lot of different things right now. So let me just see what Spirit is saying here. For some of you, there's like a shady, toxic person in your life. There's been some type of betrayal. There's been some type of letdown or loss or disappointment here. And I think you're being guided to make a decision to free yourself from this energy, from this person, from this overthinking and overanalyzing, from this stressing. I see the Nine of Wands. It's like, Virgo, keep pushing forward. You can do it. Make that decision that's going to honor yourself and your heart and your truth. But let me try to see if I can just get like a card or two for the crossing energies. And I'm seeing a lot of people coming through as well. Somebody specific is dealing with a water sign here. Wheel of Fortune. For a lot of you, this has to do with an ending with a certain relationship, whether it's romantic or not. It could be a business partner, right? It's some type of partnership. And Mercury, he learned how to open the doors, and he almost just tried to bust in on us. So there may even be some significance to this Mercury retrograde. So you may be in this while Mercury goes retrograde right after this eclipse. It may be a time to really reflect, and you may be gaining this clarity and this energy of this where things like slow down enough where you can finally see it. Retrogrades a lot of times bring things back up from the past. We're in the midst of this Venus retrograde right now as well, so it could even be a past person kind of showing back up where, and I've been saying this to every sign, so you probably already heard me say it, but whatever comes up between like now and April, if someone comes back into your life, Virgo, it's not the universe saying that this is your soulmate. This is a fated, destined connection that is meant to be. Whatever comes up between now and these next couple of months is like, how do we need to properly close the door on this situation? How do we integrate, understand, and anchor into what we've learned through these situations, whether they're relationships or not? It could be jobs, it could be any type of situation that's arising. It could even be very internal, right? With Mercury about to go retrograde, that's kind of like our mental space, right? For some of you, there could be things with cars, car troubles, car accidents. I'm only saying that not to bring fear, but just to say be careful, especially for my Virgo suns and Virgo risings where your chart is actually ruled by Mercury. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it always is going to hit you a little bit harder, I think this is a very big time for the Virgo collective, for the entire collective, but especially prominent Virgo, Pisces, Aries placements. So the crossing energies for Virgo, please, Spirit. And then we're going to look at where this energy is stemming from, because I think that's really where we're going to see what we need to see. We have the Nine of Pentacles with the King of Swords in the crossing energies. So what's helping us and what's hindering us? It's like, you're working towards something, you're working for something, and this is all about you doing what you need to do, Virgo, saying what you need to say, making the decisions that you need to make in order to... I am sorry about that, Virgo. We are definitely having some technical issues over here on my end. And what were we just saying about Mercury going retrograde? And for those of us with with prominent Virgo placements, okay, this crossing energy, Nine of Pentacles and King of Swords, is all about you doing what you need to do, saying what you need to say, and making the decisions that you're being guided to make at this time in order to get to your Garden of Eden, in order to get to your blessings, right? The Nine of Pence is where all of your hard work is paying off, and you're starting to see the results of your hard work. The King of Swords would be like, okay, what's in the way of that? Right? And the King of Swords is going to be emotionally mature, but emotionally detached a bit in order to make decisions that he knows he needs to make, or we know we need to make, right? Now, hopefully with this fan on, the sound isn't all, messed up. And hopefully we can get these issues sorted out and finish this reading without any more hiccups. But we're gonna look into where all of this energy is stemming from now, and then excuse me, then we'll get into the incoming energies. I didn't realize this Two of Cups flew out at some point. For some of you, this is with a romantic relationship. And like I said, it could be something coming up from the past, or it could be a current thing. There may be some conversations that need to be had, or something that you need to get off of your chest, or a decision that needs to be made. For those of you that are dealing with a romantic relationship, excuse me. And I think above all of that, this is all about you making decisions, Virgo, that honor your soul and that honor your path, okay? So where is this energy stemming from for Virgo? The Tower. That's it too, really. We have the Tower, Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, Five of Swords. And so what this is, and Three of Swords, so the 5 and the 3 being the 8. Whatever's been taking up space rent-free in your mind, whatever hurt, whatever pain, whatever traumas, whatever betrayals, this Tower, and y'all can hear now, like, my throat chakra is just, it's thwacked, right? There's this clearing. It's like this clearing to get to, what's the throat chakra? It's our truth, right? It's our voice. It's our authenticity. It's our inner vision. So these structures, these relationships, these situations are crumbling, or, breaking apart, falling down, however it's looking for you, in order to, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, bring you into the most authentic, bold, creative expression of yourself. So I do see, for a lot of the Virgos connecting, there's like new love. There's true love that wants to come into your reality. There are ideas that you want to breathe life into, but maybe the overthinking or this situation or that has been stopping you from taking that action, or from making that decision, or for putting that thing together, whatever it may be. And I really honestly feel it's coming through in so many different ways. For a lot of you, like I said, it's very internal, where it's like we're hindering ourselves, we're stopping ourselves, we're blocking ourselves. But there's also a lot of external elements here, whether it's romantic relationships, etc., that are, I think, being cleared It's almost like loose ends being tied up, right? Remember, trying to get that thread through the eye of that needle. It's like anything that's kind of sticking out that's not going to fit through there, we have to get rid of it, or we have to in some way bring it into alignment and be very focused so we can get through, right? So we can weave this new story, this new tapestry. So with that, Virgo, I hope this message is making sense, and I want to say, with all of the starts, with all of the stops, what was happening on with the equipment was temperature issues, right? I think Mars is making its way back into, let's see, Leo, right? Yeah, it's in Cancer. It's moving to Leo. Don't let yourself get overheated to the point where, something goes wrong and you regret doing something, right? Don't make any hot-headed decisions, right? Don't, try not to say anything just impulsively that you might regret later. Again, I think this is really about navigating these energies from a place of grace and truth and authenticity and love, really, So what do we have incoming for my Virgos? Oh, this is gonna be interesting, trying to put all these clips the way that this video is being recorded and coming through this message. It's gonna be a fun one to put together in the program. There may be some starts and stops as well as we move through this energy. But look, we're not going to let it stop us. We're not going to let it throw us off track. We're going to remain focused and on task and on our jobs, right? Okay, what's incoming for Virgo? Don't let that stop us. Look at Temperance. Yeah, we're going to work with it. We're going to work with it, and we're going to alchemize it, and we're going to know that it's all part, right? It's all part of the process. Y'all remember what we were saying earlier. There we go. Virgo, that's you. That's you, my baby, coming through as the Hermit. We got the Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. It's about getting out of your comfort zone. Virgo, this is where we do things differently. This is where we are truly being called by the divine to loosen our grip. To allow ourselves to receive that Nine of Pentacles, that Garden of Eden, that love, that wealth, those blessings that in your heart you're being called toward. You got the Queen of Pence out here as well. I'm just now noticing, which you had earlier as part of the theme. Some of this may have to do with things like self-worth and truly opening yourself and your energy up to being able to receive abundance. Some of you are working through lack mindset or poverty mindset or self-limiting beliefs, and because we believe that about ourselves because of these past traumas, that's why we're attracting the people and the situations that we're attracting, because they are reflecting back to us or mirroring something to us that is going to be seen, because it's definitely being illuminated through this eclipse season. Drop it down in the comments below. Let me know how it's manifesting for you. Let me know if you have any, idea of what this energy is for you and what is this big shift, because it feels, just generally speaking, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pence, it feels like you're moving into an extremely abundant time. Beautiful, grounded, wealthy, abundant, overflowing and graceful energy. So the wheel truly turning in Virgo's favor at this time. Some type of new opportunities coming through. Maybe for some of you this is about taking everything that you've learned along your journey and putting something together with that. This King of Cups keeps showing. So for some of you, this may, like I said, have to do with some type of water sign or King of Cups energy in your reality. Let's grab some advice, and then we're going to dive deeper into what this King of Cups is. What's the advice for Virgo? You guys, you got the moon, the star, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. In that incoming energy with that 4 of Pentacles, where it's like we're holding on to this because we don't want to let it go, because what if we don't receive anything better, or be a fear of losing out, or whatever it may be. This moon and this star is about 2 of Swords. Taking action and making that decision even when you don't know or you can't see it clearly, right? Us Virgos, we're like, we need every detail. We need to know exactly every step. You're being called to take that leap of faith, to trust in the divine a little bit more, to loosen your grip in order to align. I think whatever you're moving into, Virgo, it's been being built to some degree for a long time. For instance, that's even like just every experience that you've been through has added value to whatever it is you're building moving forward. This 8 of Pentacles is my brick by brick. It's like we're focused, we're working, we're focused on us, and we are building something that is going to last. For some of you, though, this is a manifestation. This is a vision that you've had for some time now. Follow the downloads, the signs, and the synchronicities right now, my babies, because you are being led into something beautiful. Like I said, I don't think it's very clear to you right now, but I think it's all being illuminated. Things are being cleared away. Things are being understood. Things are being integrated in order for you to moon end out a cycle of your journey and step into this beautiful, abundant new chapter. And then check it. I can't make it up. I literally couldn't make it up. We have the Chariot on the bottom now. And now we're moving. So whatever plays out over this next month or two, it's very destined. It's very fated. It's very much part of your soul's journey, Virgo. Hopefully the sound isn't, I'm like literally having to yell now with my throat chakra acting crazy as hell. Yell over this fan. Hopefully you guys can hear. But I think that's part of it too. Being able to remain focused and on task despite all the noise, despite the clearing, right? Even in the midst of finding your voice, of finding your truth, of getting in touch with that spark within you, because something wants to come out, something wants to be born through you. Maybe some of you are literally like moving into, you're expecting or having a child. Some of you have a pet project, a business, something like that that wants to be birthed through you, that is being birthed through you. And whatever it is, the divine is asking you to remain patient, to continue watering the seeds that are growing, and to claim, speak, claim, and affirm your success. Double temperance, and to alchemize that shit, my babies. Sagittarian energy coming through here. We have Cancerian energy. We have Capricorn with the devil. And temperance and the devil is about working with whatever the energies, the devil energies are in your world. They're there for a reason. They're teaching you. You're gaining wisdom. You're growing in strength. You're leveling up. And I think this is true liberation for the Virgo collective into what is truly for you. And again, there's that spark inside of you, that idea, that passion, whatever it may be. And I think this is another message coming through, Virgo, for you, is about getting in touch with fun. Fun. Your inner child. Holler at your inner child. Be like, yo, what you want to do today? And then do that. Have fun, create something, finger paint, freaking go for a run, be silly, skip down the hall, like, you know, joke around, whatever, screw off for the day, and get in touch with that Page of Wands within you, that inner child that just wants to have fun and explore and, you know, tap in with that curiosity, even through this situation where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going to happen, I can't see every detail. It's like, let's look at it through different eyes. Let's be curious about what this could be, right? So let's grab an oracle card or two for you, Virgo. Thanks for, if you're still here, thanks for rolling with me through this. I know it's going to be a little different from your end once it's all edited down and everything, but like I said, hopefully y'all can still hear me over this fan and everything. And I truly hope that you do have a beautiful, smooth, cosmic dance through, you know, these big transits that we're all kind of navigating at this time, and especially as we move through, you know, March, April, all the way into like May, June, right? So what's the message for Virgo, please, Spirit? You got the outlaw. You got transmute. There's that temperance energy. Get wild. And the warrior. So break the rules a little bit. Break routine. Break through the norm. Virgo, shake it out. Shake it out. Break yourself free. Have some fun. For some of you, really getting out in nature, taking that hike, going to see some animals, I think will be very nourishing for you, for your soul. It will help you to transmute some of these energies, but above all, honor and love yourself, family. Honor, look right under that love. Love your life, love yourself. Let this old version of life, this old version of yourself go gracefully and with love. Let's grab a message from the Divine Mother before we close, before we tap out. Yeah, right. This is the sun of this deck. Drop that sun emoji down below, Virgo, in the comments section to claim this double chariot victory you got out here, to claim this double temperance master alchemist energy that I think you are truly, you know, honing in and anchoring into your truth and your gifts and your abilities. The ability to heal others stems from the ability to heal ourselves, right? And Virgo is the healer of the zodiac. So I think this is it. This is where you really whip it up, Virgo. You got Kali Mahamaya. When a situation or situations become unnecessarily complicated or confusing to the heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelations shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. Thank you, Ma. Can we get one more? Okay. It's time to free yourself from what has been. Learn from it, but not allow it to define or direct the course of your life. Give up your stories about the past. You have outgrown them. Kali consumes mistakes, sins, and negativities. Let her free you now so you can be open to the gift of your life unfolding. Virgo, that is the message I have for you. I am going to dive into the task of trying to edit this and put it all together now. Hopefully that goes smoothly. I hope this message has found everybody blessed and well and in great spirits. Thank you again, Virgo, for all of your love and your support. Make sure you smash that thumbs up and all of those beautiful things. I was just saying in Bull Gang's reading the other day, I forget most of the time too until I'm reminded. So as much as I, hate repeating like, hey, hit the thumbs up and drop a comment, your interaction truly helps this channel and helps me more than you know. It helps these videos hit the algorithm, and it helps me be able to continue to bring this content for free. So I appreciate it when you do that. Drop me a comment below. Let me know how you're doing. Thank you, Virgos, for your love, for your support, for your donations, and for being on this journey with me, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one.